I gotta cut my grass, bro. Chat, what's up, man? I gotta cut my grass. It's finally getting a little warm around here. Your boy gotta go out there and cut the grass. Cut the grass with no shirt off. The fast went good too, man. I'm feeling good. I kind of like how it made me feel too. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. It's wonderful Wednesday. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'm back with another one. Chat. What's the word? Very boring day in crypto today, so we're just gonna have to kind of like hang around, talk about. I guess we can talk about GameStop. I think GameStop added Bitcoin to the balance sheet. Not much going on in crypto though, which I expected kind of like a little bit of sideways action here, right? If we just pull back up the charts here, with crypto, a little bit of red bubbles in there, green bubbles, hype down 20%. So, I say we stay inside a range from here for a little while, right? I don't think it's no rush. And the reason why I think that it's no rush for us to just, oh, let's rush into a bull cycle, because I think at this point, a lot of people are kind of subscribing to the mentality like, oh, well, I guess we can hang around here for a while. That way I can at least load up as much crypto as I can. If you feeling like how I'm feeling, like you want us to hang around here for a little minute, let me know in the chat. Put the ones in the chat. Put the twos if you're ready to blast up out of here and go straight into altcoin season. Um, stock cards, I got some BTC. But yeah, BTC had a couple strong days in a row, so it's only right that it kind of cools off a little bit on Wednesday. But just by the look of the strength of the stock RSI, man, it looks like it wants to continue to go up. Seen a couple other coins bouncing, like Dogecoin and also Doge Alon Mars was bouncing yesterday. But the market for the most part seems pretty strong. I'm not gonna say we're gonna go up or down, but it seems like the momentum is coming back around. But I know personally, it's a lot of people that want crypto to hang around here and not go rush, so they can get an opportunity to load up their bags. But chat, how are y'all feeling today? Such a boring day in crypto. Let's see how the stocks are doing. I know I'm gonna be interacting with the chat a lot today. Dun, 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 dun. See how some stocks are doing today. Stocks holding strong too, man. Stocks holding strong too. Nice moves from Tesla. I know GME was going up, right, on the news that they were adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. You know, everybody. Yeah, GME, nice move, right? I posted in the Patreon a few GME related tokens. If you're into like meme coins that fit around this GME narrative, they did add BTC to the balance sheet here. So good movement from G. Usually when you see GME move, it's a indication that meme coins wanna move as well. So I know we hate memes, but meme coins wanna move. BitBoy arrested for email threats to judge. Prayers for BitBoy. I don't know what he got going on with them, man. And you already in crypto. I feel like if you already in crypto, like you make yourself a target, the best things you can do if you already in crypto is kind of like stay out the way. I don't get why people want to be this loud and boisterous in crypto. Like stay out the way, bro. Just stay out the way. That's the best thing you can do in cryptocurrency, in my opinion. Oh, we on the fish there with 4.0 generations. OpenAI still coming with some new stuff, right? Wow. I didn't even know OpenAI had generation now. 4.0 image generation. That's crazy. I really like Tau, guys. Man, I want to get as much Tau, man. Picture fading the currency of AI, right, man? If you just go pay attention to some of these subnets, I know you guys don't really care about Tau. I get it, you know what I mean? But I'm very bullish on this ecosystem. And I remember when there was only like 60 or 70 subnets, but now you can see they got 82 subnets. So slowly, like people are purchasing these subnets. You actually have to purchase. So if you're gonna spend a lot of money, like a lot of Tau purchasing a subnet, you know what I mean? You're not gonna be on here just to like kind of like waste time, right? Still up 5x here on Data Universe. I got a few of these subnets that I actually hold, but there's some pretty good stuff going on within the Tau ecosystem, and you gotta only assume that if these sub, all it's going to take is one or two subnets to absolutely giga send up out of here. Because guys, we just had GameStop. We just had GameStop get into crypto. Can you imagine what could happen to altcoins if something like Tesla dropped a token, Amazon dropped a token, Google? Like we haven't seen like that. We've seen like okay, the Vine holder came in and he dropped a little token. You know what I'm saying? He dropped a little token, but we ain't seen like that massive Web 2 platform come in and just give us like just shock the world like oh they got a token. I mean you could say open AI, right? Sam Altman and them boys got what's that WorldCoin, but for some reason people don't talk about WorldCoin, man. I've been actually watching this Vine coin, man. I think that this, this is going to be one of those memes that we can see some motion once the whole hype gets back inside the altcoin sector. So just trying to put some charts together. So when I do prepare that liquidity to inject into the market, I can already have an idea of what I want to buy here. But absolutely no rush. Absolutely no rush until we get more information from a macro perspective. I think a lot of this is just kind of like wish wash money going in now. Not really no new money coming in crypto right now. And I'm not seeing it. I'm not really seeing the new money come into crypto right now. But it will come into crypto. It may not be happening right now, and that's because we are in this environment where people don't really feel as they don't really feel like that max potential as far as their personal wealth or net worth. But once we get more liquidity within this economy and things start to turn around, I expect crypto to have massive moves to the upside. Massive moves to the upside. Let's see how ETH is doing. I'm kind of just hanging, guys, but I'm feeling good, man. The fast is a good thing, right? Like, like what it did was it made me feel for real like I feel like I got more energy, like I got more clarity from a mental perspective. I don't know what it is, but that's how it was making me feel. Like once you get your mind off the food aspect or the mentality of hunger, it actually is not that bad. We got a stock RSI cross here on ETH, man, but just a little bit of sideways action. I would think that the daily is moving kind of sideways. Yeah, the daily is moving sideways, getting rejected here right at that medium of our rectangular box, right? We're still staying right in that box, but you kind of see like the rejections here happening, right? Overbought here on the daily. Not much new liquidity. It's just not much new liquidity. Retail is not really messing with crypto at the moment, which technically these are the best times where things are most quiet. These are the times where you tend to want to load up on investments. But I don't think it's the point to where people are not messing with crypto. I think it's the point that people think that there's more things a little bit more important in crypto in their life going on right now. And, allocating money to crypto is not a priority, right? Which is respectable, right? Because people are different, everybody's different, but we're gonna look up years from now and wish we bought some of these crypto coins at these prices. Look up. Um, I wish my fountain was working like that because I'd definitely be buying up a lot of these dips. But more so towards consolidation. Like I want to have big bags of the stuff that I really, really, really like. Like Tau is dipping off again back to 264 from 279. Crazy. Let's get into some of these comments here. See how y'all hanging. We got 19 people up in here. Slow day today. Time Traveler, man. Thank you for the 9.99. He says, yo, Millie, there's a heated debate about BTC reaching only 95K and it only being a relief rally, and some people saying it's not based off the Gossen on the weekly time frame. What do you think? Let's go check it out, man. Let's go check out the Gossen. I haven't checked out the Gossen in a while, but I'll check it out, man. Appreciate the 9.99 Time Traveler, man, and your support, bro. Cause you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, bro. I really appreciate it because I know how it is in today's times. All right, let's check out BTC and check out the famous Gossen channel. Boy, that was a OG. That was a OG indicator, right? I don't think we've used that one in a while. Let's move this out the way. So yeah, but I mean, Time Traveler. This can easily be here a lower high, right? I mean, we can I mean, this is the weekly, right? I don't know what time frame you were talking about, but I mean, we can easily, this can easily be a lower high, right? I think I already kind of like drew it here. Um, I kind of like drew it here, right? The bear case, and you can see that lower high right there. It puts us right on time to get rejected right here at the 21-day EMA, and put us right on time. Very very similar to what we seen here when Trump tariffs. We were already in like a loss of momentum, and then the Trump tariffs sent us down to the depths of abysmal right here. Trump tariffs got activated. We were already in a downward trend, and it sent us into the abysmal. And anybody who bought these dips right here, whether it's Bitcoin, crypto, risk on assets, because everything got hit up, right? It wasn't just specifically crypto, made hella money on the next leg up. The only thing here is how far along are we in the cycle, and truly do 4 year cycles matter, right? Do 4 year cycles matter, right? Are 4 year cycles still irrelevant, or did we break the 4 year cycle when we hit an all time high? So, with that being said, we'll actually check out this Gossen channel that you were mentioning at the there. Let's see what we got here, and I'm not sure what time frame you're talking about, but technically we're still. I mean, the Gossen channel is still bullish on the weekly. On the daily, on the daily it's bearish. So yeah, I see what you're saying. On the daily, it's bearish. But yeah, it's hard to kind of like use the Gaussian channel as, I mean, what are we using this as? Are we using this as like once this turns bearish on the daily, it's over with? It's hard to say that. We've turned bearish before in the daily, and we've seen us, kind of like get back above it. Um, but as long as we're able to stay above this thing on the weekly, I mean, every bull run we were above this thing on the weekly, it was bullish. As soon as we started like dipping into it, that's when it started getting bearish, and we haven't even started dipping into it. I think it's like an overreaction when I think about like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still bullish, man. Bitcoin is still bullish. However you want to say it, Bitcoin is still bullish. If you're looking at the Gaussian channel, Bitcoin is still bullish. Now, if we start going in this is why they call it a Gaussian channel, quicksand. If we start going into quicksand, then yeah, it's over with, right? But let's see here. I mean, yeah, we haven't even broken into the Gaussian channel like we seen in 2018 with the tariffs. We haven't broken into it yet like we seen in 2021 in the last cycle. We've been well above it, and we're staying well above it. I mean, we broke into it here, but that was a fake out, and we've been staying well above it ever since. So technically, according to the Gaussian channel, we're still bullish, man, and really, really, really bullish, right? Really, really bullish. I mean, we're not even in the quicksand. Bull market band support. Let's see where we going at with that. Um, and you can see we dipped below the bull market support band a couple times. So technically, you can't say, oh, when you dip below the bull market bands, it's over with, because we did it. We did it a couple times and was able to rebound. So it's hard to use this as a strong argument, the bull market bands, because we can easily get back above it. We are below it, and this wick candle is kind of concerning on the weekly, because it's like we're getting rejected at the bull market bands, but the week isn't over yet either. So still only what, Wednesday? So still a lot can happen. A lot can happen, but we do have some macro POIs coming out later this week. I think the GDP comes out, and we'll find out if we are one step closer to a recession, and also I don't know, PPI, CPI, and all the extra stuff all the extra stuff that always comes out. Appreciate the 4.99. I mean the 9.99 time traveler. I really do. Really, are you mining crypto? No, I do not mine crypto, but that would be interesting, right? If you consider looking at Pi Network, you can give me your top five biggest crypto communities based on the number of people. Man, there's a lot of different crypto communities, man. It's hard to say. I can't go off people, but I can definitely go off social engagement. And communities like XRP, they have heavy social engagement. I know ICP has heavy social engagement. Solana has a huge community. The chain link I forgot what the chain link Marines, they have a huge community. Like some OG Shiba Inu has a huge community. H bar Barbarians, they have a huge community. So it's not really about the community if we're talking about like utility of the token. I would just recommend, of course, not financial advice, but to actually go within the ecosystem and see if you like it. Go use Cardano's wallet. Go, use some of this stuff and see if you actually like it, and see it, and kind of like draw an opinion if you feel like it could get adopted maybe in the future. What's going on with Hyperliquid FUD? It's a lot of like insider stuff going on Hyperliquid. Like these people putting in shorts and longs, and a lot of people are feeling like they got inside information. I think there was a Hyperliquid either long or short on the meme coin we talked about a couple days ago called Jelly Jelly. That's led by a very 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 like savvy tech guy that a lot of people know, and there's been some FUD there with Hyperliquid and Jelly Jelly, a manipulation FUD. Y'all know how it is. I think 4 cycles are no longer relevant for alts. Me either, man. We hit that when Bitcoin hit that all-time high right before the halving cycle. It seems like the cycle been kind of messed up since then. And then with the addition to Pump.Fund, that hasn't really helped. Weekly, yeah, weekly. That's what I was looking at. Some people are saying if it dips to the middle line and indicated then the bull run is over. Yeah, that's a good point. And that's the point that I was making, time traveler. We're not even there yet. Like we're still above the Gaussian channel on the weekly. They don't call it the quicksand for no reason, right? Because it's really, really hard for us to get out that quicksand when we do get into quicksand as far as the Gaussian channel. But I mean, right now we're just not there yet, right? I mean, we're just not there yet on the weekly. On the weekly. On the weekly. I mean, we're just not there yet, right? And then it's not like we're well above it. We wicked to it a couple times this bull run, but we're still well above it. So you know, that's kind of invalid until we actually get into it. And technically, if you're using this as a point of interest, then we're still bullish. Yes, we are still bullish. But yeah, you don't want to get up in that quicksand, because once you get up in that quicksand and you break it, and then it turns into resistance, like we've seen here in 2021, literally it was over with. I mean, we can go here and see what happened once we got down to in 2018, once we hit that median line, as you mentioned. Yeah, it was over with. It was over with, especially after a long extension to the upside. Once you dip back below it and you kind of like break that medium, which is supposed to be support, yeah, it's been over with technically every time. So that this is a great indicator if you want to use that as, you know, if anybody wants to argue, well, the bear market is over. Well, technically, if you just look for yourself and you use the Gaussian channel, you can see that we're still bullish. Like we're still in a bull run. We're not even in a bear market yet. We're just in an area of uncertainty, and kind of like a bearish environment and sentiment. I think that most of the sentiment is based off liquidity. From what I'm seeing in the connections that I've made in crypto, and then the people outside of crypto who kind of monitor in crypto, they just they don't see the need to right now be, aggressively putting money into cryptocurrency. Uh, Seems like other things seem to be more important. So everybody's situation is different though. But yeah, this is the bull case right here, right? That we're on our way to 120, 130. If we can continue to use this Gaussian channel as support. So I'm gonna go ahead and agree. I'm gonna go ahead and agree there for sure. And I'm gonna say we're technically, according to the Gaussian channel thesis, we're still bullish. But indicators are not 100%. So we just gotta take the information that they give us. We got 27 people in here, guys. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Crypto University. Steve is bearish. 2 time. He seems to have been all over the place lately. One video a day. One video. It's like he'll do 3 videos. One video will be like a warning, it's bearish. The other video will be like, we're still bullish. So it's hard to, Steve has been all over ever since he's been covering the XRP content. Bull trap. M2 showing this. After that bull trap run towards 116. M2. The global liquidity chart. it showed a dip. You're saying the global M2 showed a little dip before it went back up. Yeah, the global M2 doesn't go straight up, right, guys? So you can see kind of like the dips here and there with the global M2. So these little chop corrections seem to be normal if you're just looking at the global M2. I think that's what you're saying, right? But the global M2 is lagging by 10 weeks, which is approximately, I believe, like 56 days or something like that. 56 days or 58 days. So if the global M2 is now going up, there's a good chance that BTC should and will risk on assets should start to go up as well as we're seeing from stock market. But you can see looking at the global M2, you can see that it kind of like goes up and down like that, right? It doesn't. It's not like just a straight line. So it makes sense why you might have three bullish days and then a red day and then another three green days. You get what I'm saying? It just makes sense. We got 30 people in here, guys. My name is Crypto Millie. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Anyone here heard about Amikami and Ryu supposedly created by Shiba? I remember those from a while back, like maybe 6 months ago. But I'm not hearing much hype around those. Bull trap again. Salute to my boy Lamar Jackson, man. Lamar Jackson, definitely a OG in the house, man. What's up, Lamar? Check out Moondang. Yeah, Moondang should be good for a bounce, right, chat? It got crushed for a while. I mean, Chill Guy. Oh my God, Chill Guy got destroyed for a while. Is that ever coming? Is Chill Guy ever coming back, chat? Or is it over with? Or is it over with? Chat, is it over with? Is it over with? Yeah. Chat, y'all better pay attention to them RWA tokens and them gaming tokens. They looking pretty hot. Which moon day? The one on Sol or the one on ETH? Or the one on Sui? Or the one on AVAX? Let's see here. Oh, well, not bad. I will say that. Not bad. Oh yeah, this actually looks really good on the 3 day chat. Oh, and you can buy this on crypto.com too. Moondang looks good on the 3 day, baby. Moondang looks good on the 3 day, man. I'm telling you, like, that's a nice little move, right? Stock RSI bullish. RSI not yet bullish, but you got the MACD cross working for you. Long time frame though. So if you buy in now, you're bidding that it's about to break out. Literally a 14x away from its all-time highs, which is crazy. Yeah, Moon Deck looks really, really good. If you bidding right now, this looks really good, man. This looks really, really good, chat. Moon Dang looks good. Just want to see a little bit more motion from the RSI. Get that above 50. Stock RSI has broken out. Moo dang, moo dang, moo dang, moo dang, moo dang, moo dang. Get that moo dang, yeah. Binance, Polynex cracking, US dollar, USD cracking, moo dang. Yeah, Moondang doesn't look bad, man. If it doesn't get rejected there, oh, If it doesn't get rejected there, you can see that little rejection that it had right there, right? It's working on a few green weeks, man. Only one red week out of the last 5. This thing looked like it really did put in a bottom here. Oh, 3 days. These are 3 days. My apologies. 3 day looks good though. 1K. 10K to what? 140,000. If you put in 10K here and bid that this does a 14x, right? That's a good move, man. Anybody can use that. Doesn't look bad, chat. Doesn't look bad. Oh, I can use 140 piece right now. What's up, Carlton? Is there a crypto that is your dark horse in the bull run? Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard of this one right here, but I feel like this narrative eventually will run, which is decentralized science. They got a former SEC member on the board that's part of the team, and what they do is they fund medical research. So AXGT, man, bullish partnerships, few centralized exchanges on the way. Weekly looks good. We're back down here at our support. This is my dark horse in the bull cycle. I really really like AXGT. I like the fundamentals of this project. I like everything that they're doing with this project. You know, it's called Axon DAO. Building the future of decentralized science, and it's a RWA pin project, right? So you gotta think like, all this stuff that they got going on with RWA and DPIN and funding medical science, man. I think medical. If you ever talk to anybody in the health industry, they already are interested in bringing a lot of that stuff in the health industry on the blockchain, and I'm just very 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 bullish on Axon DAO. Team is actually doxed here, and yeah, we got a pretty decent team. And this guy formerly used to be part of the SEC right here, Bo Howe, which is now the chief legal CLO of Axon DAO. So yeah, go do some research on this, man. This is a dark horse token for me. Not financial advice. Not saying to go buy it. None of that. Go out there and do your own research. And once you do your research, you'll have a good idea why. And I'm talking about as far as a low cap, right? This is sitting at around a what $21 million market cap, 121 FDV. Um, Dark horse as far as blue chips, definitely I would have to say Tau, and then I would have to say ICP, man. If ICP is how everybody says it is about it being like the only cryptocurrency that actually is on chain and not using Amazon AWS clouds and things of that sort, I think that that's a huge narrative, man. A huge narrative, especially when we get to talking about hacks, quantum computing, and just things being on chain and not hosted by anything in Web 2, meaning this is really a truly a Web 3 project. I'm a big fan of it, but yeah, Axon Dial looks really, really good, guys. On the weekly, you coming up from the stock RSI cross. You're here sitting at the accumulation floors. So, yeah, come on, man. This thing always do that. Don't do that now. Don't do that. I ain't asked that thing to move. No, don't do that. Yeah, big fan of Axon Dial. Chat, chat. Let me see what we got here. Dry powder accumulating. Appreciate that, crypto. Overcome. What do y'all work? What's good, Seco? Wonderful Wednesday. Yeah, I agree about Steve. He seems to be in the mindset that the charts drive the market. Tail wags the dog. I don't agree with him. The market is driven by the M2 and economic policy. Yeah, I'm at that point too, second time, where if we ever get into a cycle where we're in a restrictive policy, your boy will be taking profits all across the board. I'm not messing around in an environment where the policy is being restricted and liquidity is being removed out, out of, I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with that. So I will be taking profits. But QE, man, if we do get QE, I think things is going to be very, very, very crazy and insane because of all these bullish crypto laws and things that's pro crypto and everybody working to build around crypto or implement crypto or integrate crypto, and just integrating digital assets from that perspective. But we just need like people to feel like they got money to put into crypto. Around you take the time to watch me live at work. Was I watched when I was working and you know doing stuff. I used to try to catch in on different podcasts with crypto podcasts, bro. I think that's pretty popular. And the crow coin start giving him some attention. Personally think it's going to be extended bull run ATL season until the first quarter of next year. Well, hopefully. Appreciate that, Nate. Make a video on how to use RSI technical analysis if you can. I think I've made videos on how to use that before. You just gotta go find them on my YouTube channel. But I've used them. But I gotta make a new one because how I do things 3 to 6 months ago may be a little bit different than how I do things now. I use a plethora of different RSIs, not just one. But I think I use them in a way that it works for me. So I'll try to do a video for you, man, just for you, Serge. This bull one is just getting started according to the charts. Bitcoin should be having a supply shock coming soon. Miners hash rate and not selling will play a major role soon. I'm gonna have to disagree there, man. The Bitcoin bull run has not just started. I just showed you the Bitcoin charts, and I just showed you how long we've been above the Gaussian channel, and for the entirety. So you can't say that the big Bitcoin bull run is just starting. You can say that we've entered a new age of crypto, and that's just starting. But the bull run started down here, man. As soon as we crossed the 50-day moving average here, and we had this golden cross, this was when the bull run started, and we've been above the 50-day moving average ever since, right? Which is the ultimate moving average for any cycle. As long as we stay up, and it's similar to the Gaussian channel. As long as we stay above the 50-day moving average, you know what I'm saying? We're bullish, right? So we've been bullish since here, since this golden cross, April 2023. The bottom was January 2023. This was the bottom. And once we got confirmation above these moving averages, it's been sayonara ever since. And you can see this extension here. It's no way to argue that the bull run is just starting. That's just I can't get with that take. I don't understand what people would look at when they say that. Like, what are you looking at? And then you said according to the charts. According to the charts, we started here. Also, I don't even cover Crow like that, so it is what it is. Like I make Crow videos sometimes, but I mostly just talk about the exchange, not the token. Million 70 ETOs can possibly take place. Yeah. Chris said that in the AMA Wise Mind. What did he say? He was like, did you hear about how XRP could get $8 billion of inflows from these ETFs? Which could be crazy, man. So if XRP gets adopted, it's going to be good for altcoin season, and I expect tokens like XCN and XLM to also run when XRP runs. So there'll be some beta plays to XRP that you can also check out. Yeah, Bitcoin been moving since 2022 June, right? I think that was the ultimate bottom. Anybody who's been in crypto knows this. Like, cause we was here. We was here in June, right? I'm just saying the bull run didn't get confirmed until this golden cross here. This is the golden cross where we got the bull run. But we've been here since June, right? 15K Bitcoin, and that's when it bottomed out. It bottomed out right here, right? From June to December 2022, it felt like hell if you was in crypto, bro. I remember this, bro. This was like the worst feeling ever, man. Worst feeling ever, man. Because what happened was we thought we was gonna pump in August, right? Because there was no. I remember it like it was yesterday, right? Because I put a lot of crypto right here. I put a lot of money in crypto right here, and we thought it was gonna pump, and we thought we was good. Bull market started. It's gonna pump, but then Jay Powell came and talked right here in August at the Jackson Hole. Y'all know I don't forget. And I talk about this all the time. And I made the video 56 days of green altcoin season bull run. Jay Powell came and talked at the Jackson Hole and straight crashed the fucking markets. I never forget it, right? And we didn't even have an FOMC meeting. This man came up there in Jackson Hole and crashed the markets, and we seen nothing but a downtrend. And then that was like a sad little Christmas, bro. It was so sad because you know what I'm saying? I'm buying. I read a story. People like telling me I'm acting like Scrooge. They don't know I'm buying crypto. They like, "Man, you acting like Scrooge this holiday. You acting real cheap this holiday." But I was buying crypto here. I was buying crypto, and this was around the time. Well, June was around the time where I pivoted away from like Elon and started like buying like AI coins, gaming coins, and a few other like newer memes. Right? I forgot some of the memes, but man, I'm telling you, when that shit sent from here to here, we made good money. Soon as the Bitcoin halving came, that's when things started slowing up, and then Pump Fund launched, and we went sideways for a while, anticipating Trump was going to become president. Right upon like the selling, I mean the October, the October, right, really didn't happen until the end, right? But as soon as like maybe I say about 30 days, 20, 30 days before Trump getting him in office, everything just started going crazy again, sending AI agents, meme coins, everything kind of sent it again, and now we're here. So it's hard to say like the bull run just started. I mean, I don't agree with that. I don't think the bull market just started. The bull market just started, bro. But if you feel like the bull market just started, that's what's up. That's a great feeling to feel. I wish I felt like you. I wish I felt like the bull market was just starting, to be honest. But I don't feel like that. I feel like this is the beginning of the end. The next leg up, the last leg up, before we see a little bit of correction, before we get the super cycle. We gotta get the correction and then the super cycle. The super cycle is when we go into QE. Everything catches up with these new crypto laws. Everybody's launching a coin. Everybody's doing crypto. Everybody's integrating, implementing crypto. Everything's about crypto. That's the super cycle. But I think we need a nice little crash before we get to that point. Unless again, unless y'all just expecting crypto to just blast up out of here forever. What do you think BTC this cycle 120, 120 between 120 and 135K. That's what my model says. I'm sticking to my model. If it goes higher than 130, great. We made a whole lot of money, but my model says 120 to 135. This cycle. This cycle. Will it go eventually go higher? Yes. But just this cycle 120 to 135. Right about the Bitcoin bottom chart. Bitcoin price won't go that low. Yeah, we'll probably what go to what? Um, the lowest we may go in this bear market, 30K. If we go lower than 30K, it'll be a wick, and everybody will. I'm telling you, if we break 30K, you're gonna see everybody and their mama buying crypto. I don't see how we even get to 30K with states talking about adding allocations to of the state funds that they're earning into Bitcoin. I don't understand how we're gonna get to 30K if 30% of the states in the U.S. do that, and then you start seeing state nations do that, countries do that. Businesses, we nobody talks about how businesses could be adding BTC to their balance sheets to help their businesses, like we've seen from MicroStrategy and MetaPlanet, I believe. Nobody talks about that. They only talk about states and countries, even businesses, right? Retirement money. So like I don't see how we break 30K again with all of that happening. Kevin says just one more dip, baby. I hope you're right. Whoever bought at that ATL made over 5x on BT alone if they held till now. That's crazy, ain't it? The low for Bitcoin at 15.5K. Everyone was screaming it would go to lower to sub K. The same reverse scenario will happen at the top. Got to remain disciplined. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. We got to take into diminished gains. I will say this. I was kind of I know Steve doesn't talk about it anymore second time, but I believe his 5.3 narrative was invalid because once we broke 85K, we went to 100K, and that kind of invalidated the 5.3 narrative. But I still think that diminishing gains does play a part. Maybe not as diminished as the 5.3 narrative, but I do believe diminishing gains still does play a part. So that's why I'm saying 120, 135, and maybe 100K is the top. Do y'all feel like 100K was the top? Maybe 100K is the top, chat. I feel like we halfway through the bull run. I mean, yeah, halfway. Well, that's what I said. Y'all gotta, what I have been doing. I'm not saying y'all have to do, but what I have been doing is, I told you guys I've been studying all these other cycles, right? So I've been studying all these other cycles. You know what I mean? I've been studying the 54-year cycle, the 18.3-year cycle, the 9-year cycle, and all of these cycles, besides the 3.4-year cycle, says that 2026 is supposed to be a slow year. You know what I mean? You can see here, according to my research, the 54-year, we're in the early expansion phase, 8.3 early expansion phase, 9 early expansion, we're in early expansion phase. But when I did research on these cycles, they say 2026 supposed to be like a bearish year, and then we start to bounce back. So, but the 3.4-year cycle is still bullish. I think it was like we're right in the middle of it. So it's just really interesting. 30K BTC would be nice, right? 30K ain't gonna last long. It's gonna get bought up quick. That's what I'm saying. Like if we wick the 20K, man, that's gonna be like 1 minute. Everybody's gonna buy. BTC shouldn't go below 25K even if we go full bear from here. I agree, AZ. I agree, AZ, 110%. I agree, 110%. It would be interesting if Bitcoin went to 30K, if that would make Michael Saylor for simp homeless. Yeah, I think he would get. I forgot what his liquidation number was, but man, that's gonna, if he gets liquidated, that's the black swan event that everybody wants, right? And the closer we get to that number, the closer the shorters go to hunting that number. Of course, we're nowhere near it now, right? I think it's like in the 50s or 40s, because you got to understand, Michael Saylor was, he bought literally like, even though he's been buying all the way up, he's been buying like the tops all the way up, but we just kept going up, so he's still been making money, right? And then something, it's like a flywheel effect with how he does loans and everything. So he's getting paid like twice. But yeah, man, if he gets liquidated, that's the black swan event. If he has to sell his Bitcoin, that's like when Elon Musk said Tesla was selling their Bitcoin. And what happened when Elon Musk said Tesla was selling their Bitcoin? We had a huge sell off. This was the sell off right here. When Elon Musk said Tesla was selling Bitcoin, was right here. This was the sell off. You see it right here. Right here. This is when we had the first major sell off. This is when Elon said he was selling that Tesla was selling Bitcoin or whatever he said back then. It sold off, and then we had our bounce back to the double top, right? So, but remember, in the bear market here, I mean, on the way down, once we broke those moving averages, we had nothing but bad news. Celsius, Voyager, Luna, FTX, all of this stuff collapsed and capitulated in the bear market. So with everything that's been going now, right, and you're already seeing people to say, see, like, man, I lost all my money on Trump coin. There was a lot of like rich meme coiners that lost all their money on Trump coin. Like they really, really took all their profits and then re-put it in Trump coin and lost it all. Just imagine like making it in crypto and then putting all your money in Trump coin and losing it all. Just imagine like making it in crypto and then buying the president's coin and then losing it all. Boy, that must suck. That must suck, bruh. That must suck. But we ain't really seen them events yet. In fact, we've been going down and we've been getting all good news. We ain't really seen that bear market news yet. We ain't seen that yet, chat. So it ain't no, we ain't in no bear market. You would know when we in a bear market. You start seeing like people getting liquidated, exchanges falling off, getting hacked. Uh, what they say? They start saying exchanges are insolvent. That's when you know you're in the bear market. We're not even in that environment right now. We're not even in that environment, so nothing to worry about yet. But when you start seeing that stuff happening, you know something is wrong. BTC ETS makes you wonder where the floor is. It could be 60K. Who knows? Yeah, you just never know, right? You never know. I'll guarantee you that none of you will be buying. You will be too scared. To my earlier comment, I don't think. Nah, I don't think I'd be scared. I already went through a bear market when Bitcoin was 15K, so I wouldn't be scared. I wouldn't be scared at all. You know what I'm saying? If Bitcoin fell to 30K, that means we're closer to 15K. The reason why people are scared now is because the reason why you see people get max bearish now when stuff starts dipping is because we came from all the way up here. If we fall down to 30K, which is here, I mean, I don't even think we break. I don't even think we what which is I don't yeah, I don't even think we break 40K. But if we go to 30K, that's gonna be like the bear market, bro. Ain't no possible way we gonna yeah, we ain't going to 30K, bro. I say 48K, 40K, 30K. Yeah. I don't think smart people, they're not gonna be scared to buy unless we're in like some type of weird black swan event, everybody trapped in the house, nobody got money, that we're in a what's it called? Stagflation, or we in hyper great depression and everybody's scared to buy crypto because money is scarce. Yes. But if it's just like a normal bear market and it's just like a normal retracement, I think 30K gets ate up, bro. Ate up, bro. Because the strength here, the strength here at 60K is very strong. Look at all you got to break a lot of support here at around 50 and 60K. This is years of support we done built now. This is guys, this is why this is circled as now like the floor, because we have built years of support now. This is years of support we've built. So coming all the way back down here, that's a long way from 100K. That's a 70% dip. Doesn't Bitcoin normally drop like 60% from its all-time high in the bear market? I don't think it goes 70%. I don't think people will watch BTC below 40K for a long time. Me either, Dermish. It's just too much lore to Bitcoin at 40K. Willie, do you know White Rock Project? White Rock? No, I never heard of that. Let's see what it is. White Rock. White. White Rock? White Rock? 4 months ago? 200. What is this? The chart doesn't look bad. I've never heard of this. On-chain brokerages for tokenized equities and bonds. This looks actually. Hey, I gotta add this to my watch list. The hell is this? Chat, y'all been holding out. Chat, y'all, let me find out y'all been holding out. What is this? What chain is this built on? Is this what is where is this built at? Chart doesn't look half bad. 3 day is actually looking good. Good volume. What is this? Never heard of this token. You just put me on some sauce. I like the narrative. It's a good RWA narrative too when you think about it. I like the sauce. Right rock dot phi. What is next for White Rock? White Rock secures first regulated RWA protocol license, direct brokerage access to NYSE and NASDAQ confirmed. White up 40% on the hour. What is Sponge is back? Oh my God. They brought another SpongeBob token back. Oh my God, bro. White Rock looks good, man. It looks interesting. Who's backing it? Partnerships? I think BlackRock own this shit, bro. Ain't no way bridging traditional White Rock's XRP integration. They just integrated some shit with XRP. Oh yeah, this might be a hitter, bro. This might be a hitter. I ain't even gonna lie. It's pretty high market cap already, but I can see this thing going into the billions like Ondo. This looks like it's going. This looks like it's ready to go into the billions like Ondo. No cap. RWA is exploding right now from a TVL perspective. 2 wick candles on a 3 day, kind of bearish. MACD is overextended. RSI still bullish. Stock RSI looking for confirmation. White Rock doesn't look bad, man. Thanks for sharing that with me. I'm gonna do more research on it because this actually piques my interest. Like plume, like peak. I like RWA plays. This is nice, man. Good for you, bro. If you got into this early, this is nice. That's a nice project right there. For a minute, I thought it was like a meme coin, but once I seen what they was doing, I'm like, oh, this is for real. Hyper Great Depression. That's what I'm saying. A hyper Great Depression, bro. We might not hit 30K. We was in a bear market and recession. Everybody else fully engaged in crypto. Right? Crypto not going anywhere anytime soon, thanks to the government at the moment down with the ship. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Overcome. A lot of people were talking about a sudden dip to 30K on the way up. I misheard. Nah, that's all good, man. You know, it's people going to be scared and fearful. That's just the nature of the emotional connection between humans and crypto, or risk on assets, or investing, should I say. Michael Saylor's a simp. It's his face in two-way begs for everyone to pump his bags. Kevin, why you always so mean, bro? Ah, I gotta watch that latest Superman video. He drops he got some new low caps coming. 30K. Yeah, slow day in the office today, guys. I just wanted to come chat with y'all. Not much going on. BlackRock ETF now trading in Europe. North Carolina moves to invest into pension funds into crypto. All right, we got that pension money coming into crypto, that retirement money, baby. The Fed now is powered by H bar, and the CEO of Hedera worked at the Treasury, Brian Brooks. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what he was just saying in the chat. Like a lot of government people that's in crypto, that's like in bed with crypto right now, man. You know, man. Maybe they allegedly, maybe they got some bags. Who knows? Who's gonna be the next Nancy Pelosi of crypto? Who's gonna be the Nancy Pelosi of crypto, chat? Yeah, somebody longed fart coin. He made 2.2 million. You gotta risk it for the biscuits. Scare money don't make no money. And then everybody's talking about these stable coins. So it seems like a lot of businesses will be moving to utilizing digital assets. It's kind of like being able to, because they have, adding stable coins to these balance sheet. It's kind of like being able to walk in any store now and interact with it using crypto, opposed to having to use the dollar, right? So you got stuff like Fidelity entering the stable coin market. So this is gonna be huge, man. Once you see a business that you go to all the time accepting crypto, like literally accepting crypto, right? You could pay with your stable coin, whatever. That's how you know we in the game, guys. You go into McDonald's and you could use your stable coins. We in the game. We in the game, right? It's about to get crazy. So you're starting to see the implementation and integration slowly right now, and the smart money is buying while these things are happening. The smart money is buying while these things are happening. The smart money, what they're doing is they just keep printing tether, right? What Wayne said in the song, the mob, the mob. But they just keep printing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. The market cap of Tether, no matter the FUD, no matter what, it just keeps going up, chat. It keeps going up, man. So stable coins is about to be normal, like the US dollar. You about to be able to go places and use your stables. You know what I'm saying? Use your stables, baby. USDC stablecoin balance just keep going up. So this is actually bullish. This is telling you that people are now adopting stablecoins, and when they adopt stablecoins, next will be Bitcoin, and then these cryptos. Maybe they take some blue chips. I don't know if they'll do memes and stuff like that, but I can see some places taking blue chips, right? XRP, the blue chips like that, right? ETH. Nothing too crazy though. The mob. That was that Carter 2. This is the Carter 2. It's ready to be rich, man. Tell me about it. Easy feats, man. Really got a feeling XRP to $4. I'm not even. I'll never doubt XRP ever again, bro. I don't hold it. I should have bought. I should have kept my bag. Should I say when I bought it 75 cent? Well, I bought it around 68 cent, and then I sold at 75 cent. But it was a short term trade, and I was trying to prove the point. when I was live streaming. This around the time XRP went from like 40 cent to like $1 or some shit like that, or like 40 cent to 80 cent. Like, but yeah, I don't know. XRP, not for me, but I wanted to do well. Imagine the smart cities are going to be built right off. They're already doing that in Japan, right? That was big lore with the Jasmine. Maybe a year ago, they were talking about implementing the data hubs with these smart cities in Japan, in Jasmine, right? So, if you got a smart refrigerator, if you got a smart light, all of this stuff would be able to be monitored to where your light can tell you, hey, you've been running me too long. You're exceeding your balance, right? You're exceeding this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's gonna be crazy. Smart cities. They already got smart traffic lights. Everything is smart. Smart this, smart that. We're getting there. Yeah, the White Rock project looks pretty interesting, man. White Rock project looks pretty interesting. Slow day in the office today, guys. I ain't gonna bore you too much. We came in here, we got the job done. We chopped it up about crypto. And now we go on with the rest of our days, right? Little chop, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's part of crypto. Every day is not going to be a green day, but for the most part, the momentum seems to be slowly coming back. We've seen little moves from Dogecoin. We see moves from Doge along Mars. We see moves from Chainlink was moving. I'm seeing AVAX moving. So you're starting to see a little bit of life here in crypto, specifically some of the older tokens that have a little bit of information across their charts, right? But it doesn't seem like people are really ready to be too risk on. You don't really see a lot of activity in the trenches, meme coins. Not yet anyway. People are still like, I don't know. Let me see what tariffs are doing. But I'm seeing more and more, smart money buy the dip on established coins that you don't have as much volatility. You can feel comfortable buying the dip on these coins, and eventually they go up over time. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing in the market. Isn't Big Orange making their US stablecoin that's going to devalue XRP because they won't be using RLSUD? That's a question you would have to ask Wise Mind. I'm not really too tapped in with what's going on with XRP and RLUSD, to be fair and honest. So I can't really answer that question, Kevin. All right, guys. We out. I appreciate everybody that showed up to the chat. Time Traveler, thank you for the 9.99. Y'all have a beautiful Wednesday. It's the middle of the week, guys. It gets a little crazy on hump day, but as long as we get through hump day, we can get prepared for the next part of the week, right? Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm gonna see y'all with it. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'm